Good afternoon. My name is Sharita Bagby with I Am Goddess Life, and welcome to the Goddess Realm. We're going to just dive right in today. So first off, you know the deal. Grab your water. We're going to social it up, chug a lug. Anytime you see the word social, grab a glass of water, chug a lug, and then boop, make sure you hit like when you're done. Thirsty. Thank you, God. Thank you to our angels, our goddesses, our guides, our fairies for all the amazing guidance and direction you've been giving us. We ask that you continue to guide our messages. Make them clear and concise so everyone knows how to apply them to their lives. Make them applicable to each and every one of us. We ask that anyone who hears this message be blessed by it abundantly and all these many wonderful things. We ask in unconditional love. Amen. Let's dive in, y'all. And I'm just moving my phone around here to make sure that I can see your comments and all that good jazz. Thank you, guys. Where is our message coming from today? Let's get our spirit animal to get started. Where is our message coming from today? Ooh. Cut the deck. All right, well, this is as good a place to start as any, right? The horse tells us to trust our feelings. Trust your feelings. All right, so we're going to let that ride. See if I can push in just a little bit. There we go. So in doing so, what I'm going to do is come back here, and I'm going to grab this deck here. And I have a feeling today's question is something in reference to direction. It's in reference to direction. What is the question? Pretty clear. In which direction should our compass be pointed? Hey, Joanna. Oh, okay. 1, 2. How many cards are we getting? 3, 4. In which direction should our compass be pointed? Now, the one thing I'll tell you about this deck, y'all, is that this deck does read reverse as well. But reverse does not mean that it's a negative reading, all right? So let's check it out. See what we got going on here. All right, now the first card that we have, or the second card, I guess, after our spirit animal. Protected treasure. Let me see if I can turn that just a little bit more. Protected treasure. Give me a hot second here. Protecting treasure. You are always protected and divinely directed. Do you too easily give your loyalty to those who haven't earned it? This is a time to assess your personal loyalties and to discern whether they are being returned in kind. Some relationships are made for convenience and some favor one side over another. Vulnerability born of fear may lead to being taken advantage of. Perhaps the imbalance in your relationship is due to a conscious choice you've made. If so, make sure you aren't being hurt by the arrangement. If you believe you found some kind of protective refuge, be aware that there may be a price to pay. You may also need to reassess whether you're compromising yourself in any way to achieve what is an illusion of safety. Be true to your dream and remember that the angels will bring the right people your way to further the path of your highest good. Remain cautious and be conscious of the give and take in the relationships and projects at this time. Remain cautious and be conscious of the give and take in all relationships and projects at this time. Don't give away the farm for a smile. Oh, I love that. Don't give away the farm for a smile. You know, it's really interesting. Just before we got started here today, there was a message that came across to me. And it was really in reference to this. And, you know, being vulnerable out of fear may lead to a place of being taken advantage of. And sometimes we are presented an opportunity to make change, to ascend to the next level, to become a new person, or to step further into who it is that we are meant to be. But we sometimes mistake the illusion of security, or the illusion of familiarity, rather, for security. And so sometimes we do the same thing in our relationships. We give away the farm for a smile. We mistake that illusion for, true give and take, a true give and take relationship. Hey, Javon. So really what I love about this is, again, protecting the treasure. Do you too easily give your loyalty to those who haven't earned it? This is time to assess your personal loyalties and discern whether they're being returned in kind. Some relationships are made for convenience, and some favor one side over the other. So, and again, I like this point. Vulnerability born of fear may lead to being taken advantage of. So evaluate your relationships, your projects, your give and take. Are you giving away and not receiving? Is it one-sided? Are you being left drained? All right, our next card, Goblins. Fear is an illusion. Choose love today. Forgive yourself and others. It is often difficult to deal with someone else's issues because they impact your own. No one is perfect, but in this case, you're particularly vulnerable to being manipulated. Don't take this world personally. When the Goblin card arrives reversed, it's a sign to step back with detachment. Don't let other people's stuff lead you into reacting from an old wound. Love yourself unconditionally. Set boundaries and your goblins will fall asleep. Love is the only answer. Hey, Roderick. Love is the only answer. And guys, I love this because, again, we just got done talking about illusions, right? And this one in particular, it's often difficult to deal with someone else's issues because they impact your own. No one is perfect, but in this case, you're particularly vulnerable to being manipulated. Don't take this world personally. When the Goblins card arrives reversed, it's a sign to step back with detachment. Don't let other people's stuff lead you into reacting from an old wound. Love yourself unconditionally. Set boundaries, and your goblins will fall asleep. Love is the only answer. You know, this is so wild. So many of you, I've been doing so many personal readings lately, and boundaries, 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 boundaries. It's coming up for everyone. Boundaries, boundaries. And I love this in particular. Step back with detachment. Step back with detachment. Don't step back and, cling on to it. Step back and detach. It can't harm you if you're not attached to it, right? Love is the only answer. Next card. Sad embrace. Loss is a part of life. Let go and allow time to heal you. You may be entering into a period where loss is a theme. Perhaps you're having to let go. Perhaps You're having to let go of a long cherished dream. If so, take heart, for this ending may have been for your highest good. A better and more powerful dream will be realized in your life if you can accept the loss. And again, guys, I love this. Did we not just say step back from detachment with detachment? Step back with detachment. Relationships based on faulty foundations are meant to end at this time. Disappointment is a form of perception. Let me repeat that. Disappointment is a form of perception. If your expectations weren't met, a sense of loss arises, along with sadness and grief. Express these emotions. Tears are like healing rain that can restore life to a parched inner landscape. Growth is always assured. Whatever the loss, however great it is, let go and experience your feelings so that you may soon see what beauty lies ahead. And this is amazing. Haven't we been getting Goddess Kali? Haven't we been getting so many messages about letting go of what's no longer serving our highest purpose? And really what this card is all about is perception. We're moving into a place where, yeah, Javon, it is. It's definitely a heavier reading than normal. And one of the things that we're being guided and directed is as we move into this new place, as we're letting our light shine, that there are old thoughts and feelings that no longer support us. These are the things that we have to let go. And here's the thing, guys. Sometimes when we start to let go of some of these thoughts, these ideas, these beliefs, it's kind of like it gets frustrating because then we feel that sense of loss, that sense of identity almost. Like, wait a minute, but I've been on this path for so long. But here's the cool part. Goddess Kali, endings and beginnings. One ending is another beginning. You've completed the cycle. You've learned everything you're going to learn on that level. Now it's time to ascend, to move to that greater place. Just like this last card told us. It's time to come back. These last two cards in particular have been telling us it's time to come back and evaluate where we're at. What are we holding on to that isn't serving our highest good? What are we holding on to that's unbalanced? What are we feeding into that isn't feeding us? Right? Everything is a two-way street. We can't pour from an empty cup. We can't continue to give and give and give and not receive. Remembering that receiving is just as sacred as giving. So just all of this is about perception. What are we clinging on to? What illusions are we holding on to out of familiarity? Are we clinging to familiarity, mistaking it for security? Man, this is wild. And the thing that I love about this card in particular is, yeah, on the surface, it looks a little sad, but really what it's telling us is to go ahead and to release those things. So many of you, again, in personal readings and even in our group readings, we've been getting Izalt. Undying love. Your heart is healing from past hurts. It's time to release them and let go of them. We don't have to hold on to them. Perception. When you change your perception, you literally change your reality. When you change your perception of this used to hurt me, but now the perception changes to this no longer hurts me. I've learned, I've healed from it. I am now stronger. You are now on the vibration of the strength rather than the vibration of the hurt, which means you bring more more to you? More things that make you stronger. More things that make you stronger. Roderick, I'm glad you're enjoying. And this is the thing, guys. Here's the kicker. Growth is always assured. Whatever the loss, how great it is, how great it appears, how great we perceive it, let go and experience your feelings so that you may soon see what beauty lies ahead. Let those feelings flow. Because if we just hold on to them, then we keep ourselves in that sad embrace, right? But if we just decide to feel our feelings, let them come up, let them do what they're going to do. If we get angry, we get angry. If we get sad, we get sad. But we let them flow so that we can release them and let go. And once we let go, oh my gosh, Goddess Kali, endings and beginnings. Once we let go and that ends, we now make room for that new beginning, that new clarity, that new feel good. Because we've cleared out all the ugh. Oh my goodness. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, let's go to our next card because you guys know me. If I keep talking, we'll be here all day. Our next card, Peaks of Joy. Peaks of Joy. Wow, isn't that just right on time? Your life is filled with happiness, so share it with others. Joy is yours today. No matter what your inquiry, you will be happy with the results. You're coming close to a sense of achievement, and you've worked hard for it. You're surrounded by true companions and events that are synchronistically arranged to bring you to the next level of your life. The world is singing a beautiful harmony. Life is exhilarating and hopeful. Let gratitude fill your heart, and remember to share your happiness. Joy is contagious. So guys, this is so awesome. I'm sorry, we got to recap this. We got to come back, put it all in perspective. Protected treasure. What are you clinging on to? What are you holding on to? What relationships are you in where it's one-sided? You're giving, and now you're at a point where you're pouring from an empty cup, right? Goblins. What goblins are you holding on to in your life? Fear. Remember, fear is an illusion. Choose love today. Forgive yourself and others. And this goblin card reverse told us that sometimes we're dealing with other people's stuff, right? And that it's time for us to step back with detachment. And here's the deal: to step back with detachment doesn't mean to step against them. How many times have we been told in the last week to stand up for your beliefs, assertiveness, step back with detachment? The only way, the only answer is love. Love yourself enough not to get wrapped up in other people's ish, and truthfully love them enough to recognize that it's their ish and only love can help. Only thing you can do is let your light shine and raise the vibration. Getting down in the muck, in the mire, in the dirt, in the grime with them isn't going to help them. It is hard to save someone when you crawl into the coffin with them, right? But to step back with detachment doesn't mean that you're standing against them. It just means you're stepping back and you are choosing to not hold on to their emotional baggage, their emotional blah. And then in doing so, sometimes when we let go of these things, sometimes we've been doing it for so long, it's such a part of our daily habit, our routine, that it's a part of our identity. We take on sometimes other people's ish as a part of our identity. So to let it go, you almost feel that point of loss. Everything I've been working towards has been towards helping with this. Everything I've been working towards has been towards, we lose that sense of identity, but recognizing that this sad embrace is a perception. To let it go, because as we let it go, we make room for love. We make room for those peaks of joy, because joy is ours today. You're coming closer to a sense of achievement, and you've worked hard for it. You're surrounded by true companions and events that are synchronistically arranged to bring you to the next level of your life. And that's the cool part about it, y'all. When we get to this point, with this letting go, moving on to the next level, then all of a sudden things just, you start saying, you think something, and then all of a sudden it happens. Or you think about someone, and before you know it, you run into them coincidentally, just randomly, or they text you like, hey, I haven't talked to you in a long time. These coincidences, quote unquote coincidence, but these synchronistic activities and events begin to occur. That's how you know you're in tune, you're on your path, you're aligned with your higher self. What does it say? These events are synchronistically arranged to bring you to the next level of your life. The world is singing a beautiful harmony. Life is exhilarating and hopeful. So once you begin to you reevaluate, you protect yourself, you reevaluate these relationships, you let go of what no longer is serving you, you make room to bring in all that loving warmth and exhilarating hopefulness, and the gratitude can now fill. And as you do so, you raise your vibration. And as you raise your vibration, what happens? You attract more and more things to yourself on those higher vibrations. So this is you moving into the next cycle. And remember, the specific question that we asked our guides today is, where exactly does our compass need to be pointed? Our compass needs to be pointed towards making that change, crossing over. stepping into the unknown, but being in a place of gratitude, knowing that everything is for our highest good. Everything is working towards our benefit. And what did our spirit animal tell us? Trust your feelings. Trust your feelings. We live in a society where we're so often we're so logical about everything. We're very masculine in our thinking that we dismiss our feelings oftentimes. And our feelings are oftentimes our intuition guiding us and directing us. You know, we always say that gut feeling. Something told me. I had a feeling I should have turned left. I had a feeling it was going to go like this today. Trust your feelings. Trust your divinely guided intuition. Javon says, so this is really trying with let it go of the toxic and then receive the blessings reading we had the day before. Abso-freaking-lutely. The last, I would say 3 or 4 readings we've had in a row have just been like on, just dead on. And really what I think our guides are really trying to get us in a position of understanding is that everything is energy. And so what we attune ourselves to, what frequency we attune ourselves to is what we create. So at this point, we're in a position now where we recognize that, we realize that. So it's time to clear the air. It's time to detoxify, to purify, to let go of all the thoughts, feelings, and actions that aren't serving our highest good. Whether they be thoughts of lack or thoughts of loneliness or thoughts of actions of what have you that aren't keeping us where we need to be or aligned with what allows our light to shine. And so as we do that, we're in a position, and I literally just got this card for myself just a little bit ago. Crossroads of Destiny. Crossroads of Destiny. So when I meditate before each reading, I'm really asking, you know, what do I not only need for myself, but what do I need to help me understand this message, the message that we're working with today. And the biggest thing that I got from Crossroads of Destiny in particular was basically what our message was here. It was that you're at a position now where you've completed a cycle. You're at a certain knowledge or a certain understanding, or you're coming into a certain awareness. And now it's time to make the decision to do the things that support that awareness, or you can choose to stay on the same path and continue to get the same results you've been getting. So really the choice is up to us. Do we want to grow? Do we want to move forward? Do we want to be in a position where we can reach the next level, where we can start to bring things from our hopes, our dreams, our imagination into this physical reality? Or do we want to stay where we're at and continue to create exactly what we've been creating? You know, and that's not to say that that's a bad thing. It's to say that there's a choice. It's a choice. So, whew, that was, give me a second just to calm my mind. My. That was definitely, a little bit more, I don't want to use the word intense, but that was definitely a little deeper than I was anticipating us going today. So I really hope, guys, that answers, or that really gives you some clarity and some direction for today. And especially as we are moving forward, and really what I'm seeing, not just in our group readings, but even in our personal one-on-one, and even in my personal meditations, just really where we are shifting with the energy at hand, with the, and I keep saying I'm not going to get too much into astrology, and like, I just really feel like I'm being guided towards astrology. So I don't know, we'll see. But we are going to continue to keep working with the lunar cycles, and we are going to do another new moon activation. What is that, Wednesday? I think it's the next new moon. I should know that off the top of my head, but I don't. But we are going to be doing another one. So in the meantime, y'all, please, you are welcome to request your free goddess reading. Check the description, depending on what platform you're on. I'm not really sure. It's somewhere in the description, the link. And you are also welcome to schedule your free goddess reading. We do that request your free goddess reading, but you are also welcome to schedule your discovery session, and we do those face-to-face online, and you can do it from your phone, your laptop, your tablet, computer, whatever. As long as you have a camera, we can make it happen, yo. And even if you don't, you can call in. So I love y'all lots. If you have any questions, don't ever hesitate to hit me up. And Thursday, thank you, Javon, I appreciate that. Yes, Thursday. So we will do our new moon activation, and I am super excited for it. In the meantime, I will plan on seeing you back here tomorrow, and let's social it up. You know, this is not a deck that we work with too often, but I'll tell you what, when I do, it always takes me there. Have a good one, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.